Hey Aquarius, I'm David, and welcome to Boogie Intuition. I'm here to do your tarot reading. Sorry for the delay with getting this up. I was struggling with sleep. I haven't getting the best sleep, but I finally was able to get a decent amount of sleep last night. So now I'm let's go ahead and get into it. If you're new to tarot, please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with all of you. And if it does not resonate, please remember to leave it here and only take the parts or pieces that does resonate with you. Let's go ahead and see what tarot has to say for you. Starting off, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Crossing, we have the Death card. Next, we have the Strength card, as in what you should be your focus. The Knight of Pentacles in your recent past. The Chariot in reverse in your Strength card, showing up as your Strength. Have the Five of Swords in your near future. The Nine of Wands in reverse as what should be your suggested approach. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. What else you need to know? The Fool card showing up as your hope or fear. Lastly, we have the Justice card in reverse as your potential future. So let's go ahead and dive into the story, see what's happening here. So starting off, you showing up as the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Misalignment, working alone, lack of teamwork, disorganized group conflict. That's being crossed by the Death card. Ending, change, transformation. So already, Aquarius, there's some type of like conflict with others that you have, or that you, if you haven't had this this I guess conflict yet, it sounds like it's coming, where say like if you had it's coming up through as like, say if you had a colleague or coworker that before y'all typically work well together, something happened where maybe someone dropped the ball somewhere, where now that's been torn apart, where I feel like something caused, I guess, the previous group or connection that you have with these people or person, excuse me, and where it's no longer working and you guys are just kind of like working apart. Moving on, we have the Strength card as what should be your suggested, excuse me, what you should focus on: courage, passion, influence, inner strength, focus, compassion. Um, I feel like with the Strength card, it's just giving like an overall, like a thought of, don't let it affect your work or um your own, I guess, performance. In a sense, like with the Strength is like, say if um you catch onto or you hear about a certain rumor or certain something that say this person or group of people that you have conflict with has started spreading lies about you. But the strength card, I feel like is encouraging you to not pay attention or let people say whatever they're gonna say. Just don't let it affect you. Just a quick note, in my opinion, that should be common where people are gonna say whatever they're gonna say about us, regardless if we're there or not. Overall, is better to just let it lie with what they're saying, unless it's something um that you truly find offensive. But then at the same time, why react to it, right? Because I think sometimes, and just is just my own opinion, Aquarius. You don't have to take my advice, but sometimes I do believe there are people out there that would intentionally say things that would where they hoping to get some type of reaction out of us. And in my opinion, if we give them whatever reaction they're looking for, even if it's frustration or lashing out, in my mind, they sort of win. So I know it might be challenging for some of you, but maybe this is like if you hear this message, maybe this is the opportunity to like be aware of like I'm not gonna try your best not to let people get the action out of you that they're hoping to gain. So just something to keep in mind or think about. In your recent past, we have the Knight of Pentacles, hard work, productivity, routine, efficiency, responsibility. Yeah, so I definitely feel it's definitely making it feel like this is a work type of situationship that's happening here, where before you guys were collectively working great together. Now with the Nine of Pentacles, maybe this is also an indication that you, Aquarius, was doing most of the heavy lifting, right? And maybe that's why there's a little bit of like frustration or separation that's happening, because maybe there's a recognition on your part that heck, I'm doing most of the work. So maybe you also have like some um some resentment with some of these people that you was working with, even though you might to a certain extent might like their character or maybe they're good for conversation. It seems like there's a little bit of an energy here that you was doing most of the heavy lifting. Next, we have the Chariot card in reverse, showing uh as your strength, self discipline, opposition, lack of direction, lack of control, aggression, arrogance. I feel like with the Chariot in reverse, you have it in you, Aquarius, not to, I guess, lash out to some of these people, but at the same time, I feel like there's a part of you that can control yourself, but there's a part of you that there's like a certain level or certain limitation that you have where like you're good as long as certain situations don't do a certain or don't escalate a certain way. So I feel like with the chariot in reverse showing up in your strength, this is just like suggesting, just keep it cool, learn to like check your feelings and don't take anything too personal. Even though these people might try to test you, because with the little bit of aggression that's coming out, opposition, I feel like there are going to be some people who's going to try to, as I mentioned before, try to get some type of reaction out of you. So maybe this is like, if you come across this reading, maybe this is an opportunity for you to like try to mentally be prepared for that, where someone's going to intentionally or people going to intentionally try to get some type of reaction out of you. Moving forward, we had the Five of Swords in your near future: conflict, disagreement, competition, winning at all costs. Yeah, so it's just that with the in the near future, Aquarius, there still seems to be like uh a little bit of tension. like it doesn't seem like this is just gonna go away um quickly. So maybe this is like a recognition that the people that at work that you're having conflict with, they're not just gonna, I guess, quit their job or lose their job just because their issue with you. Maybe this is like a recognition, like you're gonna have to find a way to either like just work with these people and maybe just try to make it as healthy as possible, such as like a healthy competition. Like how many, say if you work in like a manufacturing company, like how many pieces can you get done compared to them, and y'all just use that to like try to like, you know, still perform. But again, like I don't see the closeness as what it used to be. I feel like that part is come and gone, but it seemed like there's a little bit of tension that still is going to be happening with these people. Moving forward, as your suggested approach, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. And the resources struggle, on edge, defensive, exhaustion. Yeah, like yeah, yeah. This is gonna, like, I feel like with the Nine of Wands in reverse here, Aquarius. This is just you trying to control yourself. Yeah, it's gonna take you like some things, and maybe this is just like overall in general. There's gonna be some moments where people are gonna try to challenge you, and it's gonna take, like, maybe you have a history of blowing up on people, and I feel like with the Nine of Wands, it's gonna take a lot of your power to not like lash out how you would normally do. And just so you could just, control yourself and not be reactive to things that's beyond your control, or people that's intentionally trying to get, again, a reaction out of you. Moving forward, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse as what else you need to know. Carrying the burden, delegation, release, overstress, doubt. You know, again, like I feel like this is the like a confirmation that this, it seems like the issue, or the reason why this is becoming an issue for you, Aquarius, that you've been doing most of the heavy lifting. It sucks because it feels like overall, like maybe you just more fast with your hands, or a faster thinker, where a lot of the processes is very, it come naturally to you, and you just been able to like produce, or at least overperform, and you've been doing your part as a colleague to help other colleagues who are struggling, to make sure that like they don't like get, I guess, any negative marks on their performance. But overall, it seems like you've been doing that for a while, where it's been a lot for you to carry. As you see, this guy is carrying a lot of wands, right? It's been hard for you to carry all because you're doing your stuff and their stuff. And now that you're pulling yourself away from that situation, people are developing their negative feels, like taking it personal. But at the same time, I feel like that's what you need to allow happen, right? Because you trying to carry your load and their load, I mean, their weight and their weight is gonna is burning you out. So I feel like now that you're making this shift, and it's kind of encouraging you to make this change, because and continue forward with this change, because you need it for yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna exhaust all your energy, and you're not gonna receive the appreciation that you deserve. Moving forward, we have the Fool card in your hope or fear. Possibilities, new beginnings, spontaneous optimism, optimism. Yeah, I think that although the Fool card itself has earn meanings behind it, like new beginnings and etc. I do feel like this is just ultimately like you're making it clear that you just don't want to be taken as a fool, right? And that's kind of where like the new start or new like you there's no going forward. You just don't want to be misused and not receive the acknowledgement and like people acknowledging your hard work or your contribution. So you kind of like saying enough is enough, and just won't you want people not to take advantage of you and your kindness and your hard work, and you just want to make everybody, I guess, on the same page as like this is not acceptable for you going forward. And then closing it out, we have the justice card in reverse as your potential future: fairness, lack of accountability, guilt, honesty, punishment. Unfairness as your potential. Mm, I honestly, in this sense, I think I'm getting like this is an acknowledgement of. I'm, okay, this I'm gonna take a step back, Aquarius, and just let it. 'Cause this is your energy I'm pulling for. Because at first I was thinking this the justice in reverse, the unfairness could be it talking about other people, but no, I what just came to me is that for some of you, Aquarius, you're gonna have to take the time and really understand whatever company or whatever you're doing for work right now, if that's where you are, if you're 100% happy, and if they are acknowledging your hard contribution, your hard work, and your contribution that you've been doing. Because with the justice card in reverse, I feel like there's a lack of like recognition, and I feel like there's uh like a future outlook in a sense of, say if with this company you've been there for years and been busting your ass for years. I feel like with the justice in reverse coming out here, it makes it seem like you're gonna continue to be careful. You're gonna you're gonna work hard. You're gonna continue to work hard. Still gonna have your, you're gonna still performing greatly how you normally do. The issue is, I feel like there's a lack of recognition, like that will continue to carry. Like if you're hoping that this company was like potentially move you up, I don't see that happening. So with the justice in reverse, it makes me feel like if you really want to, I guess, climb in position or set yourself up in a on a path where within the company you can grow, for some of you at least. And I'm not trying to encourage you guys to change jobs, but I just feel like for some of you, this is like a acknowledgement that that company's not going to open that door up for you to climb up in ranks. In fact, I feel like this company is going to try to, even though they know in the back of their mind that you've been there for some time and putting in a lot of hard work to, perform your tasks, I feel like they're gonna really, really try to, I guess, pin like, I guess, small issues as the reason why you're not or being promoted. And I feel like if that is the case, if you guys do find yourself in that type of scenario where you are hoping to be promoted within, for some of you, this is like a recognition that you might actually need to change companies or jobs, because this current job or company might not just have that in their own plans for you. So I'm gonna leave it here. This is the message I got for you guys. Let me know if you like this video. If you like it, please consider giving a thumbs up, leaving a comment, or subscribing to the channel. Besides that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.